pistol on my dresser. Thuggin' like Kane and my bitch thick like Aisha. Lil' cousin fell in mouth, I had to fuck his teacher.
What's happening? You already know what it is. You already know what to do. You already know. Welcome back to the Broken Mute Button Network. As always, you are now tuned in to Ruthless Attitude Wrestling Podcast. Disco, talk to me, man. What's happening?
What's goody? What's goody? We back. Another episode, man.
Yeah,
Nasty
that's some
night,
shit.
man. Nasty night. I'm here though. I'm here.
Yeah. You know, it's a little looking out the window, you know what I'm saying, looking like this. But I'm in
Got my
Florida,
man
as you
Cole
know, but
Brown.
it rains all the time anyway here, so it's shit that we used to. But it rained for like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, maybe 5. Anyway, man, we got a lot of shit to talk about, man. Talk to me, man.
Man, what's going on in the wrestling world, man? Where we starting at? Where we starting at?
You want to start? Let's start with the Money in the Bank. Let's get to that
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Talk to me.
I've,
The winners. How you feeling?
man, listen, me and Papers, we said it. We said
Yeah,
Naomi was coming out on top.
yeah. I said I wouldn't be mad if she won, but I had one of the NXT girls winning, and it didn't
Yeah,
happen. I thought they would have rewarded Stephanie for doing 3 matches in 18 hours. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, we're giving her that Money in the Bank shot. You know what I'm saying?
no,
I'm just
no
kind of,
confronte.
I'm just happy Rhea Ripley didn't get it because the more I watch Rhea Ripley wrestle, I don't even see it. Doesn't even She won't even look right with the Money in the Bank suitcase to me, unless she painted all black and do some shit like Damian Priest did with his.
Some gothic stuff, right?
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. To me, it's like Rhea Ripley, she could win that shit in a match easily. She out here dominating these bitches even without the title.
Exactly. I mean, yo, listen. Naomi gonna win the title back. She's gonna be a two-time WWE Women's Champion. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
three-time, right? It'll be
Oh,
three,
I think
right?
it's 3. I think this will be 3.
It'll be
Yeah, I think
three,
this will be a third.
and she deserved it. She paid her dues. She left the company. She trained up. I think it's her time.
It is her time. I
I
believe it's her
think
time.
she needs the belt. I like the storyline.
Yeah,
She's training Jay to get better. Even though
yeah,
it- Jade is like in reality kicking her ass, but it is what it is. It's
yeah,
publicity.
yeah.
We know how this gonna end up. It's gonna be a SummerSlam rivalry, end all
Somewhere in
be
there.
all. Yeah, and I mean
Mm-hmm.
Bianca's gonna get involved.
Yeah,
It's not
100%.
over, right? We know how this is gonna end. Like, but
Yeah.
shout outs to Naomi though. Like she been in the game for a minute. Know what I mean, from dancing with the dinosaur man to
Somebody call my
my
mama.
mama, like
Brodus Clay.
what I mean, like
Funkzillas.
to
The Funkarella.
to Team
Funkastallas.
Bad to
Uh,
Trinity. I mean to Owen Hart Jr. Like like
Proceed with
eh,
caution. Enough is enough. Time is a change. Time for a change is the same
they
shit to
might
me.
cut me up in the comments for that, but
That's
she
how they always
so
cutting us up in the comments. I don't give a fuck.
she might she took Owen whole swag, but
Yeah,
it's
100%.
he a legend though. You know what I mean? That's what's up. Like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like,
I agree.
I wouldn't take nobody else swag. If I was gonna steal somebody's swag, I'd take his swag. You feel me? Like,
I agree. I agree
you know.
100%. 100%. Um, so the way I feel about it, it was a good match. Good match. Like I said, I'm happy Rhea didn't win. Was expecting one of the NXT girls to win since he threw all 3 of the call ups in the damn match at the same time. I was expecting some kind of like, I'm going to push this person like how they did with Paige. Paige won that shit the first night on Raw. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So I thought they was going to try to do some slick shit like that, which I thought would have been kind of cool because now you're trying to elevate a woman immediately to be in these major rivalries. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, none of
Hmm.
them end up being some Jack Swagger shit if it would have happened. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
Because Jack Swagger is the worst one ever. Um,
Worse.
he's the worst. He's the worst Money in the Bank winner ever. Some people might say Otis. Some people might say Kennedy. Well,
Kennedy.
I don't know if he really got a fair shot with his.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I don't know if because they
He
get
was
that shit edged.
injured and
Yeah.
he was beefing with McMahon, so it was like,
Hmm.
but Jack Swagger definitely was. Like, I don't even like that Jack Swagger. I like We the People Jack
Yeah,
Swagger.
that
Like,
We the People's
I
Jack
like
Swag was the
I
Jack
like
I
that
like.
one. Yeah, yes, I
I
like that
hated
one.
when they put Cesaro with him though.
Yeah, I just noticed that the other day. Like, I saw a clip where he won the money, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and that music started playing. I'm like, damn, I forgot he was with old boy,
Yeah, Dutch
with the
Mantel. What's
mustache.
yeah?
Yeah,
I forget his name on the damn show. I
yeah,
know his name is Dutch Mantel when he's not in
yeah,
WWE.
yeah. Like, yeah, I forgot. Like, he was a part of We Are the People. And he had a little bit of hair with the bald spot in the middle. Like,
Yeah.
forgot
Hmm.
about
He used to be
Cesaro,
out there
but
talking hella shit too. But yeah, that shit was stupid. Then the men's, no fucking shock there that they gave it to Seth Rollins, bro. Like
yeah, we knew that
it
was
was
gonna
no shock.
happen. Right?
I just
Yeah,
like only thing I didn't like about it is like it was predictable, bro. Like we could
right.
have got like that. The men's Money in the Bank should have had a swerve in it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
we knew that. We just knew it was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like now
Now,
he's
what they
going to.
should have did was let
Mhm.
our Truth come out, win it, and then cash it in during the tag match. That would have been fire.
That would have been fire. Yeah, like that. No, not even during the tag match or whatever. It would have been fire if he had just came and took the belt hostage, and niggas would have been trying to get it from him. Because think about it, that could have been if they wanted to, they could have did that shit. The briefcase has to play on CM Punk taking the belt and going hostage from Money in the Bank when he beat John Cena. They
Oh
could
yeah,
have did
that's
a
a
play on.
mhm.
They could have did a play on that. He could have took the suitcase and left. Nobody has it. And
Right.
then they tell him
Yeah.
he could. And then they could have came back and told him, "All right, you're the Money in the Bank winner, whatever, whatever. We sign you back to your contract." That would have been kind of a dope storyline. So you on the right path with it, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
dope. Yeah, that would have been fire if they did that. But
Hmm.
when you think Seth cashes in,
I think he hold it until at least WrestleMania. I don't think he gonna cash in soon. I don't think he
okay,
gonna cash in soon.
okay, so I want to get ahead because I need to get we need to get to the next topic in order for me to get back to this topic. So Gunther's the world heavyweight champion again. And you called that shit. That's crazy shit. Yo, my homeboy called, text me and said, yo, this is some bullshit. I'm not watching this shit for a while, bro.
Yo,
And then I called the nigga was going off. He said, bro, I'm not watching this bullshit for a while. How the fuck they gonna take the belt off of Jay Uso right now? But go ahead.
Jay Uso, that's my dog. But yes, the nigga corny, bro. It wasn't no action, bro. It was just,
He didn't. What I think was
I
kind of
mean,
what was unfair about his title run is that he didn't have a real feud during the title run.
he ain't had no
You know
real
what I'm saying?
feud.
They
Yeah.
didn't get. I mean, and him losing it to Gunther, if you want to count that as them still being in the feud, okay. But I still think it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But
I'd
I do
rather
feel
him
that he
lose
didn't
it
have a
to
real feud.
Gunther than Logan Paul, bro.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Definitely loses to Gunther instead of Logan Paul. Um, what I do also, what I think, what okay, so a lot of people they obviously they're mad about this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised I haven't seen anything or heard anything about Rikishi going off yet. But my thing about it, Disco, is that a lot of people they get mad about seeing the same shit over and over and over again, the same people in the same feuds and all of this. This is your opportunity to have Gunther all of a sudden turn face and feud with Seth Rollins with him. You seen how that shit ended when Seth was going around threatening these niggas. I said this shit a few weeks ago. That shit intrigued me when Gunther said, I'm not only I can't wait, I'm looking forward to it and
Mm-hmm.
walked away. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So you're gonna get a fresh new feud out of this. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm excited for that part. I don't really care that Jay Uso lost the belt. That's my opinion. If y'all don't like it, fuck y'all. That's just my opinion. I'm entitled to it. But I don't give a fuck about it. I prefer to see Seth Rollins and Gunther, Seth Rollins in his stable in a feud with Gunther. Because look, here's another one. This is another wild prediction I got. So what if because you know Goldberg's coming back on Raw. You know that, right? This
Yeah.
Monday. is going
Yeah.
to confront either Gunther or Braun Breaker, but I think it's going to be Gunther. You know what I'm saying? So, what could happen in that match, that Saturday night main event? The match could end in, well, it's Goldberg's last match. I don't know how they really going to finish it off or whatever, but somehow he could get the shit beat out of him, or Seth could run into that motherfucker and do what he did to Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns right in the middle of that match and cash in. Then boom. Or you can have some shit where Ludwig Kaiser comes out, when Seth come out with his people, and then all of a sudden turn on Gunther, and then Ludwig Kaiser joins Seth Rollins in them.
I ain't think about that.
Because that shit could actually happen after that match. He could do the payoff, send Goldberg off. What of this? Because Kaiser hasn't been on TV, and I don't believe he's injured. So that motherfucker easily could come back. They could run up on Gunther, circle him, beat the shit out of him. Kaiser could come out, act like he's about to help this nigga Gunther, and then join in on a beatdown. He could cash in on that nigga. Boom.
And you also got to think about King of the Ring. The the
Yes.
the
We're going to
winner
get to
get a
that.
shot at SummerSlam. So you got to think about that too. So
Yeah.
you gotta, yeah, it's a lot of
Yeah.
probabilities.
Yeah.
Goldberg got to sit his old ass down. It's over.
Cause the reason why I
Please,
don't think Seth is cashing in uh, um, at WrestleMania is going to happen a little bit sooner is because I do believe that Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns is going to wrestle at WrestleMania for that world title, or CM Punk is going to somehow be in the, or it's going to be CM Punk. Either way, Seth is fighting one of them at WrestleMania for that world title, and he's going to go in that bitch as the champ, and he's going to lose it that night. That's
mm,
what I got. That's how I'm calling that.
okay, I could go for that. But so so Gunther is gonna be the champion for the summer. That's what you're saying.
I don't think he's gonna make it through the summer. I think he's gonna get cashed in on before SummerSlam. I think he gets cashed in on
Myself.
because Seth is gonna need that belt when War Games come around. Seth's gonna need that belt for the Royal going into the Royal Rumble, and he's gonna need it to go into WrestleMania. Seth has to get that belt sooner rather than later.
So you think this Gunther Seth beef is gonna be for the rest of the year, basically?
It's gonna play a major part in the year, but Roman Reigns somehow is gonna come into the shit somewhere. It's gonna lead back to Roman Reigns, but we are gonna get some point. I think we're gonna get some kind of Gunther Seth Rollins feud in there somewhere.
Sure.
That's
I
what
could
I
go for
think.
that. I could
That's
go for
that's just
that.
my prediction. Yeah, that and to me, like people mad, oh Jay Uso this, Jay Uso that. Now let's talk about Jay Uso. There's rumors that they're gonna reform the Usos. You about to get the Usos against the fucking Lucha Brothers, bro.
That's gonna
You
be
can't
wild.
you can't get that with them separated right now. And you damn sure can't get them if they were still in separate companies. They're both there. Why not get it now?
They gotta all both teams have to get in shape.
Yeah. And it has to be and that I think should be a WrestleMania match. I don't know what
Yeah.
Triple H mind is at with it or where he plans to do it, or if he is planning to do it, which I think he is if he's going to reform the Usos. You know what I'm saying?
They both gotta get in shape. Jim gotta get in shape. Jay gotta get in shape. Penta's in shape. He look like he in shape. Phoenix gotta get in shape. And then you got what's the name of his brother?
Phoenix is getting better and better each week, though.
Yeah, yeah. I already told you I think Ray Phoenix is
Yeah,
better
he
than
is better.
Penta
I think.
anyway.
I think.
Like,
Yeah, I've always
I
thought that
mean,
too. Yeah.
um, you still got DIY. You still the tag teams are stacked on SmackDown.
SmackDown, yeah, but that's
Usos
SmackDown.
come to Raw and get busy, and then you form the Lucha Brothers,
Hmm.
slide the Motor Machine Guns over to Raw.
Yeah, they gotta
Boom.
they gotta definitely split that shit up some over there because
Yeah, they got to.
there's a
They
lot
gotta
there
bring them right.
that
And then
Raw
the draft
need.
supposed to come up. When the draft
No, the
supposed to
draft
happen, right?
they talking about the fall now for the draft since they done the NXT call ups and shit like that
Hmm.
and release people and move people around. They talking the fall now
I mean, that's fine. That's fine.
after SummerSlam type shit, going
That's
into the
fine.
fall and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So yeah, a lot of y'all shouldn't be mad at Jay Uso losing because now you're gonna get a Jay Uso versus, I mean, a Gunther Seth Rollins feud. possibly, and the possible Lucha Brothers versus the Usos feud, possibly later this year. So, and that's got to be something y'all all interested in. Y'all got to be interested in Gunther feuding with Seth Rollins and his crew. Y'all got to be. There's got to
Mm-hmm.
be some type of intrigueness or interest into that at all costs. Like, if you don't, then I don't know what you're a wrestling fan for.
Basically.
Word up. All right, so since Papers couldn't be here, he told me to send a message to everybody watching. So, you know, Mr. Iguana, that they talking about promoting and possibly bringing to the main roster and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a message from Mikey Papers, from Papers that's our third co-host. He's dealing with some other shit outside of here, but he made sure they call me to tell me to send this message to y'all. Fuck that Iguana shit. He don't want to see that bullshit. He's not the Brooklyn Brawler. Fuck him. From Mikey Papers. And I quote. And he called
Only
me
him.
personally to say that.
Only him. Only him. Yeah.
He definitely said that shit, bro. 100%, bro. Yo,
Only
so
him, yo.
let me move over to AEW real quick. So you see they unifying the international and the continental belts, right?
I seen it on Instagram. I don't watch that bullshit.
Bro, so they named the belt the Unified Champion, the Unified Championship. That's the name, AEW Unified Championship.
Yeah.
So they putting both these belts together. It's not like they work around with two belts and saying unified. They took one belt and just put Unified Champion on it, a new belt. Like what does that even mean? That's not
Yeah.
even a world title. So it's like, what are we doing here?
Tony
Is it a
Khan is
world
doing
title?
anything. He doing anything, yo.
I don't get it. They should have gave that shit a different name. Like it should have probably took one of the other names or of one of the a name of one of the belts currently and made that only that and got rid of the other, or came up with a new name. But unified title, come on, bro. Like a unified champions, if you got like how WWE did the world titles, that's what I'm used to. A unified sounds like you're a little bit higher than a world champion. You know what I'm saying?
So what's his belt number 8?
Well, they cutting back one to make it to 8 because I believe they had 9.
So you got the TBS, the heavyweight tag
TNT,
team. You got a
the
TNT belt
trios.
too? The
Yeah,
tree.
the TNT is the men's, the TBS is women's, and then you got the
Where's that belt? Who got that belt?
which one?
The TNT.
Shit, who does have that shit now? That's a good question because what's the name? Lost that shit.
Adam Cole.
Um, yeah, Adam Cole has it. Yeah,
And he
Adam
hurt,
Cole.
right?
He was wrestling last night. Them niggas had a 4-hour event on a Wednesday. They crazy. Tony Khan just do anything, bro.
He owned
Yes.
TBS?
I don't. I think his family might have some kind of something in it or something, but I don't
Like,
know if he
damn.
does or they friends like very good friends or something. I don't know. Don't quote me on it. I really don't know.
Ted Turner dead?
Ted Turner don't own that shit no more. Remember, he sold that shit to Time Warner, I believe,
Oh, okay. But then he owned Time
which is
Warner?
Spectrum now.
Right.
Nah, he don't own none of it. He sold all that shit, bro.
He dead. He gotta be dead.
I don't know if he's dead. I don't know,
He
but
old
he
as
was
fuck.
old. He was old as fuck though. So
When we was kids.
yeah,
So,
when we was kids, he was old as fuck, bro. So
all right.
if he was, then I wouldn't be some kind of surprised.
Wait, so Tony Storm is the women's champion. I seen her doing some freaky
Yeah,
shit with Sasha Banks the other day.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Her and Mercedes Moné they fighting at All In Texas in July.
they gonna give her the belt.
That bitch is walking around with 4 belts again. She
What?
lost one, went to
Again?
another company and got another belt.
Yo, this shit is crazy, yo. Yo.
Yo, my thing is, this is what irritates me. This is the difference between WWE and AEW when it comes to the pay. All right, so with AEW, like with them, what kills me about them, they'll pay a superstar $1 million, right? And then let them go all over the place to make money elsewhere, but give them $1 million contract. and they wrestling everywhere where they could get hurt. And then what? You in limbo because you still got to pay that
Right.
contract. What are you gonna do? Use that shit where you could be like, yo, like they did Ray Phoenix. You gotta extend the contract for injury or some shit. You gonna want to do that all the time? You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
So it's
that's
like,
crazy.
yeah. So for me, it's like it's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? And it's kind of trash too. You know what I'm saying? Like how they allowed them to do that. So when WWE be like, no, I'm not letting you go do this. I kind of get that because you're risking your talent injury and shit like that. You know?
Yo, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall would have had a field day in AEW.
Oh yeah. Them guaranteed contracts, they would have
What?
what?
They would have had
Man,
a
money.
fucking
Hulk
field
Hogan,
day.
the
Hulk
racist, all of
Hogan?
them. Yeah.
What? They
Hell
would have
yeah.
had a
Yeah.
field day.
Yeah. They would have went. They would have put them niggas out of business.
What? Them
They would have
niggas
put them
would
out
have
of
had
business.
NWO for 40 years.
And Tony Khan would have been writing the story, so you know it would have been crazy.
Everybody would have been NWO. They would have had NWO Rainbow, NWO.
You're stupid, bro. Yo, that's what kills me though, bro, about what's the name? Like with AEW with the Death Riders. Right now, at this point, Death Riders need a major heel turn to join them to make that story interesting because it's just not interesting. It's all over
No,
the place. It's like everybody feud with them and did not feuding with them because they go up to feud with somebody else and they come like I don't know, bro. I don't know.
they
Like
whooping Swerve ass still.
where's Orange Cassidy at?
Word.
Where's
Darby.
Darby Allin climbing Mount Everest and shit. I think he already finished though. Where's who else was feuding with them? Swerve is still
Uh,
feuding with them, and what's the name? Ospreay is in the feud. Hangman Page is about to fight Moxley. Like,
damn.
what we doing here?
They got some nigga named Razor Blade, Razor Skates, some shit like, bro, I don't
Switchblade,
know.
yeah, Switchblade Jay White. Where's Switchblade Jay White at?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Edge, he got beat up by FTR. I heard he's getting ready to come back soon, but like,
For what? Go
what?
retire in WWE. Get
Yeah, if
out of there.
I'm gonna be mad if Chris Jericho come back to save the day and win the belt from Moxley though.
Nah, he going back WWE with Trip.
Anyway, bro. So moving on. El Quelo's supposed to debut on SmackDown.
I seen that.
Yeah.
I
Solo,
seen that.
man. Solo.
Solo might bring him. He might be with
Oh,
Solo.
it's gonna be Solo because Solo got his ass whipped by Jacob. He needs somebody else. He gonna get his ass whipped this week, and Hoquelo's gonna come out and save his ass.
That's gonna be
Watch.
crazy. So is this Bloodline 3.0? Like, what is this? What is he
You
doing?
could tell when Seth Rollins won that Money in the Bank. Somewhere down the line is going to lead to that shit at War Games. Because I'm thinking War Games, Seth Rollins and Solo is going to be on the same team. Somehow they're going to combine their crews. Because remember, it's 5 people.
Right.
So
That's gonna
I
be
don't know. I
crazy.
don't know how they're going to do that shit. And they'll figure it out. Who knows? And because Jacob, there's now you got to set up where Jacob could be cool with Roman now. He could
So
be cool with Jay and Jimmy now. Because
Is
Jimmy,
Jacob on babyface now?
who?
Jacob.
Jacob? Yeah, he's definitely face now. Solo,
No.
they are not Solo. I don't want to see Solo as face because Solo is funny as shit right now, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga
That
said,
yeah. Yeah.
nigga said, Solo funny as shit right now, bro.
Yeah.
Solo's cooking right now, and nobody's noticing that Solo Sokoa is
He
cooking right now.
no, people notice he fake took Jimmy's spot. I mean Jay's spot.
Jimmy. I
No,
would say
Jay.
Jimmy. Jay was a
No.
world champ. He ain't take his spot.
No, as far as like us, like really like yo, at first months ago, we was hype. Like when I went to the Spectrum and I'm like, yo, that nigga Jay right here, he about to pull up, he about to come out,
Mhm.
y'all. Now
Yeah.
I'm just like this. I'm like this nigga,
Yeah, like whatever, bro.
yeah, like even when we I
Yeah.
like I'm over it. Like
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like what's next? Like, what is he gonna explain on Raw? What is he gonna explain?
He
Like
just lost to
we
Gunther again.
like when we
He's
saw
1-4 against Gunther. That's what he
right
want to explain.
when we saw our truth 2 weeks. What was that? Last week
Hmm.
on Raw. Like it was like,
No, it's
damn, bro.
a couple of days ago this week. But
We
yeah,
was like, wow. Like what the
the nigga
like
cut his hair. R-Truth cut his hair. They got the
that
crazy
shit hit
hairstyle
me.
now.
That shit hit my heart. Like, cause I got locks. It was like that shit had to go though. That shit was looking crazy.
Yeah, that shit had to go.
Like,
Yeah, it had
but
to go. It was time.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, when
Like
he really did that shit and pulled out the scissors, I said he's not gonna do this shit. And then when he did cut the first one in the front, I said, "Get the fuck
that
out of
shit
here,
hit me. I
bro."
was like,
Yeah, I was like, "This nigga
oh.
R-Truth," but it had to happen.
I had my phone watching that shit, but I'm watching the BT Awards like, oh, I'm at work like,
Yeah,
oh, that shit hit me like,
yeah.
oh, shit.
That
This
shit
nigga
was
had
crazy,
locks.
man. Shout out to
Not me.
R-Truth. This is like the second half, well, the closing out of his career.
Great,
So
right,
hopefully
great
this will be
promo.
fire.
Great.
Yeah, great
That
promo
was a
for sure.
great promo. Great
And he's
promo.
showing now we about to get Ron the Truth killing that TNA
That
version
shit
of him.
was that shit was better than Lil Jimmy promo when he was teaming with the Miz when him and John Cena was beefing back in like
Back in the day, yeah.
2014. That
Yeah,
shit
oh
was
yeah, yeah.
amazing. Hell yeah.
Hmm. He cut. If you pay attention, he cut dope promos. The promo before John Cena, that shit was fucking
Hell yeah.
dope. You know
That
what
was
I'm
fire.
saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. So, all right. So you notice in that match though, in Money in the Bank, when Solo Crew came out and Seth Crew came out, you notice these niggas all fought, but Jacob and Braun Breaker didn't touch each other not one time.
Nah, it
One
didn't.
time, Triple H is saving that shit. That's a money match for him. He sees that as probably a WrestleMania main event in the future, and probably a couple of years, honestly.
Yeah, but they gonna lock heads before that though.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
Well, if they do War Games, then yeah, they have to.
They're gonna lock hands. Like that shit gonna be crazy. But
We might actually get them niggas at War Games. I mean, at WrestleMania next year, just as a match.
as a match, right? A grudge
Hmm.
match, yep.
Yeah, just as a match. Yeah, you know what I'm
Because
saying? It's big enough fight unless Braun Breaker wins the Royal Rumble
you're
and
right.
chooses Seth on some Batista shit.
Because you know how what you said.
Yeah.
That faction ain't gonna last long. That faction ain't
Yeah,
gonna last long.
I'm giving it about a year because I don't
I
think it
give it
should go
two.
longer than a
I
year.
give it
You give
two.
it two?
I give it
Okay,
two.
I give it one and a possible.
Because because what's his name? Bronson Reed gonna want to branch out soon.
Hmm.
That nigga ain't no lackey. Paul Heyman
Yeah,
got but so much time left. Like,
yeah, yeah,
you
for
know what I
sure.
mean?
All
That
right,
nigga
so
been
moving.
around.
He been a while. He been around for a long ass time, bro. Paulie
Mm-hmm.
dangerously. All right, so Chelsea Green made a statement saying that she believed that the fans are tired of the Zelina Vega feud. Excuse me. Yes, we are tired of the Zelina Vega feud. Chelsea Green, you are absolutely right. And now it looks like it's going to be a Zelina Vega and Julia feud, which looks like Julia going to probably. I think Julia taking that belt up off of her.
You showed me to do this, right?
Yeah.
I'm over it. I'm over it, B. I told you that the night she won it. It's over. Give it back. The next week, give it back to Chelsea.
Yeah.
I told
Yeah.
you that, but you
Yeah.
said they got bigger plans for her.
Yeah.
We thought at first if she was in that Money in the Bank that she was
Hmm.
gonna win it, but she
Yeah.
ain't
Yeah.
qualified.
Yeah. That's a
We
fact.
thought because she signed a new contract, I bet they got something bigger for her. So
Yeah.
maybe she might win a clean little ring. Maybe
Yeah.
we
We're going
thought
to
a
get
lot.
to
You know
that
what I
here in a
mean?
second. We're
I
going to get
mean,
there in a second. So, Chad Gable and Vikingo had a classic match.
that was a good match. I saw clips
It,
of it. Mm-hmm.
it's on YouTube. It was
Yeah, I
a
saw clips.
great match. It was
Mm-hmm.
a great match. Anybody who says not, don't watch wrestling no more. Go watch fucking damn GCW. Obafemi is ready for the main roster. He has my blessing because he had a match with Jasper Troy. He made Jasper Troy look so good in that match, bro. And even though he still won, bro, he carried him so well in that match, bro. He's ready for the main roster. And Jasper Troy was just the person who won the LFG like a couple of weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? And he was in the main
Hmm.
event against Obafemi already on NXT, which is the best product on TV, by the way, NXT.
Listen, man, we been knew Obafemi was ready from his last triple threat match, bro.
Yeah.
When he ran with Moose, we knew he was ready.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I
For sure.
mean, like,
Hmm.
but where they gonna put him? Who they gonna put him with?
Yeah.
There's so much talent right now. This is the most
Yeah.
talent the
You
main
gotta wait for
roster had
you
in a
gotta wait
long
for the
time.
next wave of releases.
Exactly, bro. Because his ass
Word
is
up.
gonna be sitting.
Hmm.
His ass
Hell
gonna be
yeah.
sitting, and then we gonna look. He gonna be in AEW looking stupid.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. You probably gonna laugh your ass off once you hear me ask this question. Yo, how come niggas always talk about Papa Shango and the Godfather, but nobody never ever talk about Kama the fighting machine?
Yo, that's crazy because Kama
Why
was
nobody
cooking.
talk about
Kama was cooking, especially when he was with DiBiase.
Yo, he was Kama the fighting machine, bro. He had the wild
Yeah,
haircut, bro.
I thought the nigga was on Street Fighter, bro.
Yo, fuck
He
that.
had.
They can't
I thought
they
he had the towel. I thought
yeah,
he
he
was.
had the
I
white
thought he was.
t-shirt with the
Yeah, with the
tights over it.
suspenders. I thought the nigga was the nigga on Bulldog from Street Fighter
That's
when
his
I was
haircut was
younger.
like that, but he had a little bit of
Yeah.
like a guile mohawk though with it, like Mr. T type shit.
No,
Like
dead
his
eyes. I thought the nigga was Bulldog from Street Fighter. Dead eyes. I thought the nigga was. He was on the $1 million team.
Yeah.
You remember?
Hell yeah.
He
Hell yeah.
helped beat the Bam Bam Bigelow nigga. You
Yep,
remember when they
that's a
traded
fact.
on the nigga, and and then the nigga went to the Nation. He was calmer in the Nation. You remember?
Yeah, Kama Mustafa.
Before he, yeah, then he turned, yeah. I don't know.
Eventually he was the good father.
Right.
But
Yeah,
nobody,
the
everybody
right
always want to talk
defender.
about Godfather, and then he'll mention Papa Shango. Nobody want to talk about Kamba, the fighting machine. You
Right. Like,
know what I'm
and Papa
saying?
Shango really ain't. Papa Shango really. Y'all remember him from running in a WrestleMania 8
Well, Ultimate Warrior and shit in
Warrior,
Oakland.
right?
Yeah.
And Ultimate Warrior beat that match he had with the Warrior, and the little spell he had on the Warrior, and
Mm.
locking the like nigga in the casket and all that. Y'all,
Yeah,
he really ain't pop until he was the Godfather.
that's a fact. I agree with that. I
Like
agree with that.
he did his numbers in the Nation, but he ain't pop until he
He was the
branched
Godfather.
off. Yeah, like when he
Yeah.
was the
Well,
Godfather
he became the Godfather in the Nation.
in the Nation, but
Yeah.
that's when Rocky came along. When the Rock came
Yeah.
along,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
like we really fucked with him. Like he was a real fan favorite in the Nation.
Yeah.
Towards his
That's a
end,
fact.
like I mean, we really started fucking. Like we was down with him. Like we was really saying, "Yo, I never forget this line." The nigga said to the Undertaker, he said, "I know you ain't got no hoes,
No
so
hoes.
I'm just gonna kick your ass anyway." Like that shit, yeah. Yo, the Undertaker, I know the Undertaker wanted to laugh so bad because that's his man.
Yeah, I know.
That's his
BSK.
man. Right.
BSK.
He said to the nigga, like, I know you ain't got the hoes, so I'm just gonna kick your ass anyway. Yo, nigga, like, bro, like, you
Word
feel
up.
me?
Shout
Like,
out to the Godfather, man.
right, right.
Word up. All right, man. Before we close out, let's get into these Night of Champions, which I'm surprised they actually doing a King of the Ring. I could have sworn they weren't, but they
Well, yeah,
are.
I thought they wasn't.
Yeah. All right. So what we got here? We got Oh damn, my bad. My bad. All right. So we got Roxanne Perez already moved on already. I got Jade
Hmm.
winning the whole tournament, bro. To be honest with you, because I think that's going to be her way to Naomi in the title at SummerSlam, and somehow Bianca's going to play some kind of role in it. But I got Jade winning this whole shit,
I got Oscar.
which was crazy when I saw this before they played the vignette. I saw Oscar name up there. I was like, wait a minute, Oscar on this motherfucker.
I got Oscar, man.
You got Oscar winning.
I
I
got
don't even
Oscar,
think
man.
you think Oscar even gonna win the first match.
Yeah, she got to.
I wouldn't mind seeing an Oscar and Stephanie Vaquera feud come out of this.
Oscar going, she going to whip their asses when she comes. She been out for about a year.
Yeah. What about then you got Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Chelsea Green, and Candice LeRae in the match.
Charlotte.
Um, I don't have Charlotte winning that. I have Chelsea Green winning that match because Alexa Bliss and Charlotte looks like they're heading towards a feud. So they're gonna do some stupid shit, and somehow Chelsea Green gonna pin Candice LeRae. That's what I think.
Think so?
And
Okay.
yeah, oh yeah, and I definitely still got Jade Cargill winning the whole damn tournament.
I
For
think
the
it's gonna be Oscar and Charlotte at Night of Champions.
they're
I mean
not even they're
Oscar
on the
and
same
Jay
side of the
Gar.
bracket.
I thought Oscar and Jay Gar.
Uh
And then Oscar. Excuse me.
huh. Nigga over there choking. You all right, bro?
And then Oscar winner.
All right. All right, moving on to the men's. Let's see what we got for the men's. Pause. Who gonna get that last spot though on the men's? I got three
Sami
people.
Zayn.
I'm Sami Zayn already passed. Oh, you talking about winning the tournament?
Yeah.
All right, so that last spot. Okay, you know they got an open spot over there of nobody that they mentioned. So I got my choices are Dragunov, R-Truth, or Karrion Cross for that last spot.
Dragonov.
You got you think Dragunov gets that last spot?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then if that's the case, he's gonna win the whole damn thing then.
So Randy Orton is coming back this week.
If that match is this on going to be this week and not the other, yeah,
That's gonna be
yeah.
a good match.
I think Damian Priest and Nakamura is about to have a feud because you seen that nigga lurking behind him when he was talking to
Mm-hmm.
Jacob Fatu. So Andrade or fucking Andrade might win that match. Who else is in that match? Andrade and who else?
Where is LA Knight? Oh, I see him.
LA Knight,
Yeah. Yeah, I see
LA
him. I
Knight,
see him.
yeah, but LA Knight heading in a feud with Seth Rollins right now,
Yeah.
so he's probably not going to win either. So yeah, I'm going to pick Andrade out of that match. Yeah, I'm going to go
So
with Andrade out of that match, and whoever is in this last one is going to be Bronson Reed or either who if it's Dragunov, I've got Dragunov because Sheamus
because
and Rusev is
it
going
was his
into a feud.
beefing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and whoever this person, last person is, I hope it's Karrion Cross, to be honest with you, because he deserves a fair shot. He's still not on
So
TV
so
or in matches yet.
You think carrying and it can't be carrying and Sami Zayn. It could be carrying and Sami Zayn facing in the semifinals and then Sami Zayn beating him and then going to the
They're not
last.
on the same side of the bracket. They on the
No, in
other
the
side. They
same
will have to.
so they fight in the semifinals and then the finals
Who?
it'll be if they put Cross in that question mark, and then he wound up fighting in the semifinals, and then the
Yeah,
winner fighting the finals, and
yeah.
then
Against
boom,
Sami Zayn,
yeah,
if Sami
yeah,
Zayn gets there, which
yeah,
I actually might have. To be honest with you, I might actually have Sami Zayn winning this tournament.
yeah. That's
He's
what I
going to do
said.
some heel. I think his heel turn might actually come in this tournament. But
Yeah.
but I don't know if he's going to want to turn heel in Saudi Arabia. So we'll see about that.
Oh yeah, that's his
Yeah.
country, right?
No, well, he's got Syrian background. He's not from there.
He still put all praises to Allah.
Hell yeah. So John Cena, CM Punk, that's just going to sell itself. We know John Cena's going to
Yeah,
win. Seth Rollins fucked around and probably interfere in that shit too as well.
right.
Somebody going to interfere. Where we got Evolution 2 finally announced. Looking forward to that. Liv Morgan beat the shit out of Nikki Bella, and now all of a sudden Brie Bella is
Yo,
in talks. Now Brie Bella's in talks to come back now. So we might get a tag match with
yo,
that. JC Jane got
she
her match.
fucking. Yo, that oblivious she did the other night, my nigga. That shit was wild, my nigga. Like, I said, I said, yo, I know Daniel Bryan said, "You gonna let her do that to your sister?"
in WWE.
What?
Word, that shit was crazy. But yeah, so that might be a tag match if they get the deal done against
Mm-hmm.
Raquel and them and shit like that. JC Jane is on the card to defend the NXT Women's title. She's gonna get the winner of some kind. They're doing like two fatal four ways and then no four fatal four ways and then they're gonna take on the winner of those fatal four ways, fight each other in
Mm-hmm.
another fatal four way, and the winner fight them. I think Mariah May, aka Blake Monroe, is gonna be the winner of that shit. I think they're gonna immediately skyrocket her
Yeah.
or Jordan Grace, one of the two.
It's about time, Jordan. Come on, Jordan.
Jordan Grace about to go to the main roster. She won't even be there long. When she get it, she won't have the belt long, bro. I tell you that she won't have it long. They need to get that belt onto Lola. I don't even know if Lola Vice might need to keep the
Jada Parker.
NXT. Jada Parker might need to be their champion. I still believe Jada
Mm-hmm.
Parker needs to get that shot. Showing a fig or Lash Legend. Lash Legend might be a good pick
That
too.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or Kaso Ruka got a belt right now. Um, and I don't and I think Zarya will make a good champion too as well. To be honest with you, if
Yeah.
they let her be full blown heel. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man. So we'll see, man. We got some shit coming up, man. We got some shit coming up. I'm
Yeah.
looking
Some ain't
forward
even
to it.
started yet. Some ain't even started yet. So
Yeah, well, he better have a better build up to SummerSlam than what he did for WrestleMania.
yeah.
Word. He
Yeah.
let that shit go to shit. Especially the word. That shit was shit.
And they going back into Vegas. Come on, you should have did the Garden for all that shit. Should have
Yeah, hell
like,
yeah. And at least the crowd on Raw Monday would have been fucking super lit.
yo, I wasn't even gonna watch Raw on Monday. Dead eyes. I was watching the BT Awards. Dead eyes. Like,
Oh nah, fuck that. I wasn't watching that corny shit.
nah, it wasn't
Anyway,
corny.
man, yeah. I
Yeah.
heard, but I don't really fuck with it. Anyway, man, yo, that's all we fucking got for this week, man. We'll be back next week. You already know, man. Appreciate y'all who is watching the live right now on Rumble. We did see some of y'all pop up on here or whatever and shit. Anyway, this is our first time doing this live. Anyway, like and subscribe to all social media platforms, Broken Mute Button Network, or the Ruthless Attitude Podcast or Ruthless Attitude Wrestling. Holla at us. Disco, we out of here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.